Okay, welcome. This is the first build in our Python with Cardboard Robots curriculum. And it's going to be a relatively simple build, and that's a good thing for starting out. So, in a link below, you'll find this PDF. And this PDF is what you need to cut out of cardboard to build this Lucky Cat robot. And the way that I'm going to be doing it is I'm going to be using these stickers. Now, if you don't have these stickers and you can't get them, that's fine. You can print it on ordinary paper and then glue it to the cardboard. But I'm just thinking that these stickers for teachers, especially, they're 8.5 by 11 full sheet labels, meaning you can peel the back off and then they're sticky. And you can stick those right to the cardboard. Now, if you're using just plain old paper, you can use something like an Elmer's glue, but you need to spread it thin. And while it's drying, you need to keep it flat. You need to put something over the top of it that won't stick to the glue, won't stick to the paper, something below it, and let it dry overnight flat, so that it stays flat. And when you store them, you need to keep something on top of them so that they stay flat, because they will curl. They'll get all bendy. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is using those full-size stickers. So on the left here is the PDF that's going to be attached below. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to print that onto one of these full-size stickers. And the way we want to print this is full size. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here to more settings. These are letter size, 8.5 by 11, and our stickers are 8.5 by 11. Plain paper, one sheet, and we're going to use the scale. Now, usually the scale is set to default. This is Chrome OS, and it's the same on Windows too. Just a little bit different. You want a custom scale, and you're going to set it to 100% so it prints exactly the right size. Now, when I drew these using LibreCAD, I printed it to PDF using 1:1, meaning 1 millimeter is 1 millimeter on the paper. And we're going to go into advanced settings. We're going to say print quality high. And then we'll just go ahead and print it. I don't need to do that right now because I've already done it. And this is the result. So this is one big sticker. Now, depending on how mature your children are that you're teaching, your students, you may or may not want to put the stickers onto the cardboard yourself. You don't want the sticker to have the back torn off and stuck to someone's friend's face. You don't want that. Okay, now you'll notice that this says corrugation direction. So we want the corrugation to go up and down. And we can tell by looking at the edge of the, I'm going to use the macro setting, which us old folks refer to as a magnifying glass. So you kids call this macro setting. I call this a magnifying glass. And you can see right there the cardboard, right? That's the fluting. So you want that to go up and down, right? And you can see here it says up and down. Now you'll notice that it doesn't fit. Oh my, we don't want to turn it sideways because we want the fluting to be this way. So what we can do, if we don't have the right size cardboard, is just to go in here and just cut it into smaller pieces. So that's what I'm going to do. Cut this into smaller pieces. We'll look at this servo calibration later in a different video when we calibrate our servos. But now we've got our stickers separated. We've got our corrugation in the right direction, and we're going to go ahead and peel this a little bit at a time. So we're going to peel back just a little bit. We don't want to peel the whole thing because you'll get wrinkles. We don't want wrinkles. So we go over here to the edge, and we're just going to stick this down as we go, a little bit at a time, right across, just like that. And it comes out nice and smooth and not stuck to Johnny's face. Okay, for this, now remember this, when we cut this off, it was like this. So we need for it to be like this when we put it on the cardboard. We don't want to turn it because then the corrugation is the wrong way. And the reason we're doing the corrugation like this is because we want the corrugation on one piece to go this way and on the other piece to go the opposite way. So that when we put them together, they cross and they become a very strong part. This one I'm going to go ahead, it's small, take it off, and I'm just going to stick it down. Smooth it out. There it is. Now this particular type of label specifically says in the description that it's good for mailing labels. And it shows in the description when they try to peel it off and it tears the cardboard. That's what you want. You want something that's going to stick nice and tight. So when you go to buy these, look for being able to use them as mailing labels. And these came from Amazon, unfortunately. And it works out to about 20 cents per sheet for each one of these, which isn't too bad when you are saving huge amounts of time by not having to spray or treat it with glue and spread it out. You need to take some sort of scraper when you put a little Elmer's glue and just kind of spread it nice and thin before you put the paper on. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to dry it under pressure. It comes out, it goes flat, and it stays flat. Okay, so cutting this out. Now, you want to make sure all of your cats are away from the table while you're cutting this out.